me something good.
Good of the order.
All right. District 1.
Couple of things nice happened in my district over the weekend. The Indiana Military Museum, as always, put on a fabulous show of the World War I reenactment. It was exciting. And then last week, Lieutenant Governor Crouch came down and toured the Pantheon and sat and talked with a few of us. And man, the positive things that she had to say about not just the Pantheon, but the entire city was really encouraging.
I think the big thing was like rural growth.
Yes, yeah, there's good things coming, and hopefully we can capitalize on some of that.
Okay. Those were special, Brian, so those are good. All right, District 2.
Business on 6th Street, talking about on the 6th Street track with J.D. Shekel just celebrated their 5th year anniversary here in town. The company is from out of town. It was on April 6th or 5th year anniversary, and they're very appreciative of how they weren't sure how, coming to a town that's already has some businesses like theirs, and especially being out of town, but they're very appreciative of the support. And they're busy all the time. They said all seasons, and they want to be involved in the community more. And have 7 local employees that they hired. Didn't bring people from out of town, and they were excited about that. Just being a part of the community for 5 years. Best by count, a high five out to CSX and the railroad 7 in my district that I believe is an accurate count. It was nice to drive over those, and not tear your bottom of your vehicle up. And just it's great to see people out in the spring just doing home improvement things on the stimulus, second wave or third wave of stimulus money. Is any part of that, but a lot of people doing home repairs and sprucing up things. You can tell it's spring is in the air and in the streets and Vincennes. That's all.
Right, those are special ed. Thank you. Getting this done. District 3.
In District 3, the county commissioners want to tear down the old records library on Bussard Street next to the Worker Release Center. Used to be the old Knox County Jail. But it's on hold right now because the Historical Review Board wants to go into the building and take a look at it before they give permission to tear it down. And also I see that the old Gilbert's restaurant there on Willow has a official realtor selling the building, and I'm hopeful that there'll be a nice business that will go in there very soon. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, John. All right, District 4. Usually you blow us out of the water with all your announcements.
No, not this time. No, but I do want to say I appreciate Trevor Murray and the Vincennes Ministerial Association for the efforts they put in on the Way of the Cross walk on Good Friday. That's great because most of the community churches came together, non-denominational, and it was a very nice observance. I had a beautiful day for it, and I want to thank them for their efforts putting all that together.
Yeah, very good. Thank you, Dan. District 5.
All right. Well, I want to shout out to the people of Vincennes for their support of the local businesses, especially in trying times and so forth. I know that as I floated around and talked to some of the employees at places like Marshall's, and they've had such a good opening spot that they've ordered truck after truck because they just keep going through material. So that's great. I really appreciate the people of Vincennes doing that. We've got some great businesses that do some wonderful things, and I'm grateful for that. They, as we come into those months where we've got kids off, I know that those are the same businesses that not only support our kids in different activities, but also hire our youth. So I'm grateful for them and for all that they do, and would tell the kids, give our businesses a shot. They're looking for people, and it's an opportunity to work and do something and get something else on that resume before you head out to college.
All right. Mark, what do you got?
I just want to give a shout out to Caitlin Ashby for repairing the ESCO Walk building. as a person who walked into the chamber office for years and years in the back and hoped that the brick wall wasn't on my car when I left, it is certainly nice to see construction take place there and repair take place there, although it looks a little crazy and scary right now.
That's scary. Yeah.
But it's so much better than picking up those bricks off the thing. That was it's an ambitious project, and I appreciate her doing that. So that's my shout out today.
Big task she's taking on.
Yeah. It's an interesting drive-by, for sure.
Yeah, if you like
Right.
looking at no
Like,
building,
oh, wow,
the wall's gone.
the
You know,
whole-
so how that happens is there was a stairway in the back that was taken out in about 1919, 1918 is what best we could figure through some of that structural design people that came in there and looked at that. And I'm sure it was just like us. Somebody said, well, in 100 years, nobody will care. Well, it's 100 years. So we're all caring, and that building about fell off. But some ingenuity is going to fix it. So job well done.
It's what we like to see.
Yeah.
So what I got, when your sister-in-law works at Grassland, you get to do weird things. So we had to move, my brother and I had to move a couple original Harrison pieces, which, you know, they're priceless, so it was a little stressful. But
Just because you're big and can lift things, is
yeah,
that why?
it's one of those things like, hey, you lift weights, so you like to move stuff. Well, that's not the case. That's different.
Sure.
But we did invest a lot of money into that because that is very important for us, and it was right before this group came on. But the and it's kind of been put on hold, obviously, because of COVID. But some of the improvements that are happening inside Grassland are absolutely amazing, and I can't wait for us to be able to see it. She gave me a quick tour of some of the stuff that they've done. They're reopening windows that were originally there. You know, the flooring's getting back to normal. They're getting the original wallpaper. I mean, it is impressive, the work that goes in there. They don't use everything's hand tools. And so it's a slow, methodical, tedious process. But that place is going to look absolutely amazing. And I mean, it's obviously a very important piece of history, not just for Indiana, but for us right here. And it's really going to shine. We went over a lot of the drafts of what it will look like, and I'm really excited to see what's going to come from this. And it's nice that we made that commitment as a group that we always talk about history being important here in the city of Vincennes, and we did put our money where our mouth at. So I'm really excited about that. Mayor?
Real quick, Kirk Bush and his crew have got everything ready for the opening of Cub League this Friday. Last year they had their season, but it's good to see that as we talk about events happening. Cub League is kicking off this Friday, so if you want to watch some good baseball, watch Cub League on any given night, you can watch some good games. And the other thing I have is after the next council meeting, city council meeting, I plan to do the State of the City.
In April. Sounds good. Are you throwing out a first pitch this year? What? Well, that's probably a good call.
If nothing else, we just need a motion to adjourn.
Tell me something good.